right, everybody, I'm back working on the review for the GT8 quadcopter. This is the part 2 video. Like I said, I was going to go ahead and talk about the remote a little bit more. All right, we can go ahead and start with that power button, which is here in the center. This is what powers the remote on. It's a nice little entrance. I enjoy that entrance. You get to choose between Chinese and English. I'm going to go ahead and click English, hit the OK button, which is that check mark. It's currently showing a blank screen because drone isn't on right now, so it doesn't have any feed going to it, but it'll automatically start showing the feed from the drone once you turn it on. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and start screens these buttons on the side. So we have this first button, it's a camera, so you click that button, it takes a photo of whatever the drone is looking at. This second button is the video record button. Once you press that, it starts recording the video. If you press it again, it'll stop recording the video. This button right here is your check mark, your OK button, your enter button. Then we have, starting on this left side, we have the power button for the screen. I'll go ahead and press that and turn that off. That just turns off the screen, but the rest of the remote is go usable. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn that back on. All right, choose English again. All right, so we have our menu button right here in the center. I'm gonna go ahead and press that. It has the option to flip the screen upside down or right side up. So I'm assuming if you want to use the controller upside down, you can. And then you can go over left and right with these up and down arrows. So if I go to switch, this is what switches the camera from that front view camera to the bottom camera. So you just go ahead and hit just that enter button, but we're not going to do that today. This is the back button, and it also takes you to another set of menus. I'll go ahead and click on that. It takes you to your files so you can see what's in there. I'll go ahead and press that enter button. It says no images at the moment. Get out of there, and that's your setup. I'm not going to mess with any of these today, but as you can see, it's a few different options you have in here. Switch to language, yeah, brightness, version number. We have the first version, format, option. Then you have your default settings. So I'm not going to mess with any of that. So I'm going to go ahead and back out. Now we're going to move up. Press this button. It'll start the brushless motor and propellers will start spinning. And once the propeller starts spinning, you can press that button again. It'll take the drone off the ground. And then if you press the button again, it'll go ahead and land the drone. So it's starting the engine, your takeoff, and your landing button. So that's that button. And this button right here, this is your roll button. So once you press that roll button, you'll hear the beep, beep, beep. And once you hear that beep, 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 you go ahead and pick whatever direction you want to roll, whether it's forward, backwards, left, or right.
This is gonna be a backflip. Nice. That's a roll right. Oh. That was the left. We're gonna do a front flip now. Go look. All right, the only thing I seem to recommend is the backflip. That's the only one that doesn't drop to the ground after it flips.
And then we're gonna go ahead and talk about this button here. This is your obstacle avoidance button. It works, kinda, it works. I've still ran into things even though I've hit that obstacle awareness button. So it's something that you still have to watch. Don't think you're just gonna fly your drone and not hit anything. It isn't perfect. It's just like any other device.
See what happens when we get close to this trash. It warns me after it hits, so I mean, I'm not too confident now.
This button, which is the headless mode, I use pretty often if I get the drone out pretty far and I'm kind of confused on what direction I'm going. It'll make back always towards whichever direction the remote is. So if you press this headless mode and you press back, the drone will always come back to you.
So this is a good time to go ahead and hit my headless mode, because I don't know which way it's facing because it just pretty much ran away. Then I'm gonna go ahead and hit back and it should come right back to me. Like I said, this drone ain't perfect, but you can for sure fly it. Battery's going dead. That was the landing.
Then we have this gyroscope calibration button. So once you press it, it balances the drone pretty much is what it does. You want to click that button every time you land. You want to make sure the drone and the remote is connected to where the drone is balanced. You know, you want to lay it on, make sure the drone is sitting on a flat surface before you press it as well. Because it levels the drone. That's what it does. So you press this button, the gyroscope button, it'll level the drone. And you'll see it flash. That shows you that it connected. The next button is this button right here. This is the one key back button. This is the return to home button. I can tell you this much. My experience with that return to home button hasn't been the best. Just know you press that button, the drone will come back to you, but it's gonna come back hard. It's not gonna slow down when it gets to you. It's gonna go, it's pretty much gonna fly past you in your direction. So
Come back.
you press that button, be ready to duck, be ready to slap the drone out the air, or be ready to catch it. And it comes back fast. So that's the return home button.
So we're gonna go out a little bit and then we're gonna go ahead and hit the return home button. See how this plays out. I don't know where it's going now. I'm gonna have to go chase him in a bit.
And then now we're gonna talk about the actual joysticks, left and right. So let's start with the left. So if you press this left joystick up, the drone lifts off the ground. If you press the drone down, the drone returns to the ground. If you press left, the drone, if it's facing this way, it circles this way and it does this completely 360. If you go right, same thing. It goes right and turns completely 360. The next side is this side. This is away. You press up, it's away. You press back, it comes towards you. You press left, it rolls to the left. You press right and it rolls to the right. All right, now we have our top buttons. We'll start with this left side. We have the speed switch. So the speed switch is pretty simple. It just tells you how your motors are on. All right, so that's 1 beep. 2 beeps is level 2. 3 beeps is level 3. So I like to keep mine on 1. It helps me control it a bit more. If it gets a little windy, I'll put it on 2. I would typically use 3 if my drone is at a distance and I wanted to get back to me quicker. I'll just put it on high speed and just hit back. Other than that, I'm on level 1 is what I typically fly on. It's a way more steady. It's not as fast, you know. Once you put it on level 3, it moves pretty quick, and I'm sure it drains the battery a bit more. So if you want more time, I would say leave it on 1 until you need the speed to get back to you or something like that. And our next button would be the camera control button. So pushing it left, it will go to camera down. Pushing it right, camera up. So it just pretty much pans the camera up or down. So that's pretty much how that button works. And they also have this phone holder if you want to download the app. And then we have our SD slot where you put our SD card at. Put that right in there. Then you have your charger right here. And yeah, that's pretty much the remote. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe.
We're gonna go ahead and put this thing on 3 and just have some fun. As far as like being a basic drone, it says it has all these functions. It's not as accurate as or legit, but it's still just as fun. I mean, I have control of this going back and forth, and I think that's the key for me. Just learning how to fly, and this is definitely one of them drones where you can learn how to fly off of. A lot of these options, like pretty much all of them, gyroscope, return home. Oh, well, gyroscope is good. Return home, obstacle avoidance, and the headless mode, they're iffy buttons. They work sometimes, but like I said, you can fly this thing and it's pretty fun, and you can definitely learn how to fly a drone with this. So as far as a beginner drone, I think it's a good buy. I think it's a really good buy. So yeah, that's my opinion. Peace.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. Can't wait to see y'all for the next one.